Welcome back. One of the biggest parts of being a parent is teaching your kids about the world around them. And sometimes it's simple things like the sky is blue or dog goes woof, but some parents might run into some difficulty engaging their little ones in more complex issues in our society. So joining us today is Jocelyn De La Rosa. She is the Executive Director of Family Support Centers of Salt Lake City. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So we're talking a little bit about civic engagement and how to get our children involved. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, one of the core pieces of a functioning society is us caring about the greater good. And that looks very different in different components of our society. And so being able to teach children at a young age that it's important to care about social causes, whatever that looks like, as long as they're engaged in the community.
So for parents that are watching and wondering, how do I get started, what advice do you have for them?
One, I think a good one or easy one to start with is volunteering. Kids really learn from modeling, and so if they're seeing people around them volunteering, engaged in their community, doing a park cleanup or just involved in volunteering in different organizations, they will catch on to that.
Is there an age that's too young to start having your kids volunteer and having those discussions?
No, I don't think so. I think that, I've been to a lot of events and I see parents with their babies there, or toddlers, and so I don't think there's a age that's too early. And there's a lot of books out there that start off as like board books that you can start talking to kids about social issues or causes that you care about.
What if you're a parent who isn't that involved in the community, but you're watching this and you're realizing, oh, that's really important, I should get started with that? Do you have any advice on where they should go first?
Yeah, I think asking yourself questions like, what are causes that I care about or feel passionate about? And then going and finding organizations that are pushing or are doing some of that work. It's super easy to volunteer. Us at Family Support Center, you can just go on our website and there's volunteer options there. And a lot of nonprofits around the community have it in a way that's easily set up for them.
Is there any guideline on how often you should be volunteering and doing that involvement, or maybe a minimum or a guideline along those areas?
It just depends on people's schedules. I think most importantly is being an advocate for the greater good. That we all have clean water, that we all have clean air, things that are going to impact not only us, but like our children and generations. And so I don't know if there's like a specific time, but as long as we all just make some time in our day to be involved civically.
We can all donate at least a little bit of our time.
Yeah.
All right, Jocelyn De La Rosa, thank you so much for joining us. Where can people find more information?
They can go to utahfamilies.org for more info.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's toss it over to Thomas.